The situation continued until, in the spring of the year 1811, a rumour wended its way about Meryton of the ancient man's death. The news made its way through the community like wildfire, the subject of the gossip's discussions more on the man's air than the fact that he had just exited his mortal existence to meet his Maker. This was, of course, a subject of much conjecture but little information, in keeping with the mystery surrounding the man's very existence at the estate. There was an heir, of course, one of whom the townsfolk had heard not even a whisper, though when the name came to the ears of the most elderly, they claimed to recognize it. Of this excited talk, Elizabeth Bennet could know nothing, though had she considered the matter she might have expected it. As her father's carriage rolled through the little town she knew was near her new home, she gazed out the window with interest, wishing to understand something of the character of the place. What she saw differed from what she knew and loved, to be certain. "What say you, Lizzie?" asked her father, pulling Elizabeth away from the window. "Shall you love Hertfordshire as well as you ever loved Nottingham?" "At present I do not think I can say," replied Elizabeth. "Give me perhaps 4 weeks in this place, and I may muster more of a reply." "Yes, I suppose you must take your measure of Hertfordshire first," said her father, offering a sage nod. "As the most inclined to enjoy the outdoors, I suspect you will know more of our new home in less time than even I, who must see to the property." "That is our Lizzie," said Mary, her younger sister. "Perhaps we should hire a guide for Elizabeth's first few weeks in the neighbourhood, for surely she will become lost, given the distance she often ranges from home." "I shall have you know," said Elizabeth with mock severity, even as Mary laughed with Jane, Elizabeth's elder sibling, "that my sense of direction has never failed me." "I suppose it has not," said Mr. Bennet, "though I do remember an incident involving a rather fine tree in the woods near the parsonage." "Papa!" exclaimed Elizabeth, much to her sister's diversion. "How dare you raise that incident? Besides, that was a problem of ascending too high, coupled with a childish fear of heights, and not a lack of ability to know where I was." By this time her family was in stitches, and Elizabeth, feigning affront, turned her attention back to the window. There was, she noted, a certain level of interest generated by the carriage's passage through the village, likely because it was not recognizable to any of those looking on. Of the town, Elizabeth could say little, for nothing she saw suggested any difference between it and many other market towns in the kingdom, not that Elizabeth had much experience with any of them, other than the dear place she and her family had called home her entire life.